My name is Ked Dixon. I'm a clinical social worker, and I'm an INBRIA certified registered play therapist. I had trans friends in college, and it kind of didn't occur to me to treat trans people differently than you would treat anybody else. And since I was comfortable working with trans people, I just started working with a bunch of them because trans people, like other people, like to be comfortable with the person that they're working with, and they like to not have to explain a lot about themselves. Okay, let's back it up and talk a little bit about systemic issues. So our society is built to privilege certain people over other people, and the more systemic things that you have working against you, the more likely you are to develop, to experience sort of like a low-grade traumatic response to just living your life because you have all these little tiny things that are piling up against you. We live in a society that encourages us to be in low-level panic so that it can sell us things. If we could move more towards a place of abundance where it's like, I have enough to eat, I got enough sleep. I'm able to, I am good enough, and so I'm able to help others because me helping my friend does not mean that I will be less. I feel like play therapy is like my preferred modality in working with all people. Specifically when working with transgender youth, it allows the patient to express themselves non-verbally. And it allows them to kind of go beyond the binary, because with regular talk therapy, we all have this idea of what regular talk therapy is. It's that you sit down and you talk about your problems. And since we are so verbal, starting at such a young age in the United States, it really allows people to get kind of fixed in their thinking and the way that they think about themselves. And the beauty about play therapy and other creative therapies is that it allows the trans youth or adolescent to relax a little bit and be in a position where they don't have to explain themselves and don't have to explain the decisions that they make. They can just freely explore their gender expression if they choose to, or they can work on other things while they're here. Well, the short answer is that it's really not. Regardless of gender presentation, everybody has a unique self that they're bringing to therapy and a unique set of things that they want to work on. Now, if the client wants to work on gender exploration, then I have a lot of different activities that we can do to do that. It's really important to get, of course, training for cultural sensitivity when working with non-binary and trans people. It's good to know what the different terminology is, but you use your therapy skills and you use your rapport building exercises the same way you would with any other patient. Now we're kind of pulling ourselves up to the idea that maybe it's okay to talk about mental illness, and maybe it's okay to treat ourselves as more than just a brain in a box, and that we don't need to think in this binary of male, female, good, bad, sane, insane. We don't use sane and insane, those are legal terms. Mentally ill or mentally healthy, because everything is in a continuum. Gender's in a continuum, mental health is in a continuum, and overall health is in a continuum. And we have to treat the entire person. And part of treating the entire person with mental health usually starts with, doing what I refer to as the do's, which are diet, exercise, water, and sleep. And taking care of those things first really alleviate a lot of the stress that kind of builds up when we live our daily lives, and it puts us in a better space to begin mental health work and trauma work. I think what I would like for them to know is that whatever they choose to do is right. That the person that they are inside will be there. And when I say the person that you are inside, I mean like that good essential kernel of awesomeness that is you. That person is always going to be there no matter what you see in the mirror. And once you know that, everything else that you do is just window dressing to make yourself more comfortable. And whatever you need to do to make yourself more comfortable, you should do that.